Good morning and welcome back over to the lagoon right outside of Hollywood Studios. And I'll be 100% honest, I'm gonna have to come over here at some point because they've changed the whole main entrance area and now it looks really good. But I'm not here today for a Hollywood Studios update. I'm here for that thing. Once again, yes, I am back for another Disney's Skyliners update. But however, today, actually from last time I came to this time, they've done some major changes. First and biggest change that we'll really look at is all the gondolas on the Hollywood Studios line are now uncovered. So we're gonna sit down there and watch it go for a little while, look at every character that comes by, look at all the colors. Also, you can see now more into it, so we'll be looking at that as well. But then I'm going to make the long walk from Disney's Hollywood Studios all the way down to Epcot, to the International Gateway Station, to look at the Gateway Station. But we'll stop and look at the turn that they have, because they actually have gondolas on that line today, and they're running them, so we'll be able to look at that a little bit more. And then we'll look at the International Gateway, because their walls that like around here, like they had at studios for a long time that went all the way around, a lot of them are down now, they're just hedges. So let's go ahead and let's check it out. Let's stop and look at these, watch some of the gondolas come by, then make the long walk over to Epcot. So here's kind of the main entrance area, and the one thing you can see the little wrapping up there? Well, that actually has the sign, that is the Skyliner sign for the Hollywood Studios stop. And you can see they got some stuff still wrapped up. They're definitely painting, they're done building the exterior, so it very looks like a Hollywood Studios area. But as you can see, all the gondolas all the way down are unwrapped, so we're gonna come down to like where they come down and get a better look of them as they come down. So they did stop for just a few minutes, but I will be able to look. Here's a Scrooge McDuck. I wonder if it's a straight up just DuckTales one. So it means on the other side should be Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So that's kind of nice thing about the gondolas, is that any of them that have the characters on them will be different on every side. And you can see the normal, we've seen the yellow one, but you can see down there, that orange one, that's actually a Peter Pan one, but you see it's just Wendy and the boys on that side. So that means Peter Pan and Tink probably will be on the other side. But you can see how vibrantly colored all that is. So it's gonna be one of the coolest looking things as you come down, because like I said, all the ones on this line. Now, despite the fact that they are uncovered, it still probably isn't likely this thing will be opening for anytime soon, because there is a lot of testing that has to go on. They also have to practice when it breaks down. And the fire department out here at Disney, which is called Reedy Creek, that's like the development group for Disney, has to come out and do like practice doing evacs, so that if these were to get stuck and they had to get them out. So they said that that will be a lot of testing, because yeah, you see them running, but there's a lot of hours that have to be put on these things before they can actually be used for people to ride in. So that's kind of a nice thing. If they don't start moving, I'm gonna actually walk down a little bit and look at a couple more of the gondolas and see what else they look like. But you can see very vibrant colors. And they are moving again. So you had the yellow one here, and the one that was behind it was the Peter Pan one. See, normal orange. And so if you're curious about how the air gets in, on the top of every gondola you see right there, like there's little like panels that can open and close. So there's a Pete one. Oh, it's the Mickey shorts. Oh, it's actually Shmee on the other side. That's pretty cool. Literally, if I just stand here, I'm just gonna watch all of them coming by. So here comes the Beauty and the Beast one that has Mrs. Potts and Chip. And again, these things do move very fast. Let's see. Oh, it's another Mickey shorts. Got Pluto, Mickey and Minnie on the side. Ooh, Wreck-It Ralph right there. There's a lot of these. They're going really fast. Can't catch all of them. Ooh, a Toy Story one. Ooh, there's a Dopey one with some gems. Just a plain blue one coming. A plain orange one going overhead. So there are actually 3 windows on every one of them that will open. Ooh, a Monsters Inc. one. And see how they're kind of wrapped all the way around the side? You can see they're wrapped all the way around. But as you can see now, all of them will have characters on them. They'll just be simple, but they'll be kind of one of those kind of games you can play trying to get on the ones that you want to get on. So like, our goal is going to be to try to ride every character when this opens. And you can see how much it moves. And yeah, even if you only put 4 or 5 people in every one of these gondolas, literally there's one right there, 1, 2, about 10 to 15 seconds in between, but they literally line one on top of each other when they're in the station area. Ooh, that's the one I'm gonna want to ride in right there. You see that one right there? I don't know if you can see it, because that's a Stitch one. I wonder who's on the other side. Oh, it would have been better if it had been like Gondola 626. Oh, it's just a straight stitch one. That's pretty cool. There's a Ratatouille one right here. I can't remember her name from Ratatouille. Ooh, see Belle and Beast on the side of that one. There's Remy and Emile and his family. More of the Wreck-It Ralph characters. Oh, ooh, is that the Pirates of the Caribbean one? So I know they had a Pirates one. See, look, Seven Dwarfs on the side of that one. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a good one. I like that one. And you can see they do have multiple of the same ones. So like here's another Remy one, Ratatouille one. Ooh, here comes the Haunted Mansion one. This is another one I'm gonna want to ride, and that's pretty cool. I know that scene right away. And then on the other side, I think it's the Hitchhiking Ghosts. Oh no, it's Madame Leota. See, as you can see, lots of different characters. Lots of different characters, a lot of different gondolas. So this is gonna be probably one of the. This is just gonna be more fun because it's almost like another attraction, but it's supposed to be transportation, but kind of like an attraction thing. Because if you go from Caribbean Beach, which is all the way down there at the end, across to here, it's gonna look really cool because you're gonna come over the parking lot coming in, and then of course, like me, I'm probably gonna turn around and go right back so we can ride it again out. So definitely really cool. So ooh, Guardians. There's Yondu, who's on the other side of the Yondu one. Groot and Rocket, that's pretty cool. And they look more like the cartoon versions more than, much less the live action. Here's a Moana one. It's on this side. Hooah! Awesome. Alright, now that we've kind of watched it go by for a little while and watched the gondolas, which are really cool, and see some of the character ones, we're actually going to make the walk now from Hollywood Studios over to Epcot to check out the Epcot station, because that's I think the only other one I haven't checked out recently. Because last time I came, I checked out the Caribbean Beach one, and then the time before I was touching out the Pop Century Art and Animation one, which they actually have gondolas running on those as well. So I'm going to make another trip over there, probably in about 3 weeks to a month to check that one out. So, but if you're wondering where the walkway is, so right now I'm right next to the bus station, and I'll kind of do a quick shot. So there's the gondola right there. Pirates, they're trying to get the dog to bring them the stuff. Gondolas, if you come up and around this way, Star-Lord, Gamora, come up this way past the restrooms right here, right down towards bus stop gate 1 through 8. There's a little, you see this little side path? That's the walkway to Epcot. So it's much nicer to ride the boat, but the boat takes about 20 to 25 minutes to get to Epcot. And me, I can walk this much faster. Plus I like walking, so we're gonna head this way, and then we'll stop once we get past the bridge that's halfway, not halfway, that's just right down there. And we'll look at the turn point for the Caribbean Beach to Rivera to International Gateway line. Alright, now we've passed underneath the bridge right here. Coming up to the right here is going to be the turnaround point, and they're not running right now. But this is the turnaround point, so this little turn right here goes from here to Rio Rivera, and then from here to International Gateway. And since they couldn't do a direct line from Rio Rivera to the gateway, they had to make this little turn, which I think is going to be kind of fun. But you see they have some gondolas on there that are uncovered, but most of these guys I think are some of the newer ones. So these are the ones that are going to need most of the testing, because, see look, there they go right now. Because remember the Hollywood Studios line had a decent amount of them running for a long period of time before they actually started like consistently like running without the covers. But like I said, I don't know how many hours they have to do, but they have a lot of hours of testing they have to do with this thing. Practice it breaking down, adding, taking off, you know, moving. But this is the line that you could ride directly from Caribbean Beach to International Gateway without having to get off at the Rio Rivera. You know, someone says I say Rio Rivera wrong. I think it's Rio Rivera. I don't know. I'm not great with names, and I need to go back and look at it again and see what they say it is. So, but the new DVC resort down at the end, you won't have to get off there. But you can see as they make the turn, you see they slow down to kind of a crawl, but not a huge crawl. So it's not like when you come into a station area where they kind of bump right next to each other. So, but as you can see there's that. So now I'm gonna keep on walking. So the way it looks, and I mean, I'm not the greatest with spelling or pronouncing things. Mostly it's Disney's Riviera. Oh, wow. I just said it like 100 times. I don't say it very well because it is like a European name, so it's like Riviera. That was probably really wrong. I mean, I admit it, I probably have been saying it wrong the whole time, and that just happens. I mean, to me, I like the name Rivera, but I think it's Rivera. Oh, wow. I'm gonna work on this while I walk over there because I still have quite a ways to go, because this is actually one of the routes they use for the half marathons here at Walt Disney World. So I know this very well from my half marathons with the Wine and Dine halves in November. So I know this route very well. So far, walking has been the better choice for me today, because the boat that originally went to Epcot or to Hollywood Studios to pick up ended up has not gotten over here yet. So it took me about, let's see, 5 to 10 minutes to walk here, and it takes about 20-25 minutes for the boats to get around. So they have to stop over at Swan and Dolphin, Yacht and Beach Club, and then the boardwalk. So that usually makes it a little bit longer of a travel time. So after my little walk from Hollywood Studios to Epcot, here we are. See, there's France right here. Here's the Friendship Boat launch station, and then there's the gondola station here down at the International Gateway. And this is probably one of the prettier ones. It's also going to be probably one of the nicest and probably busiest ones, because now you not only have the Friendship Boats here, but then you'll have these take you to Hollywood Studios. But you will have to get off at the Caribbean Beach. So, but you can see they did take down a lot of the big walls and stuff. But yeah, definitely kind of cool seeing them running, because see, they're still working on the station, like I guess the line right there, because that looks like that's going to be the main entrance line, or the exit, and that's going to be the same thing. So it's going to be a very elegant designed station, which is actually pretty good for this, because everyone else's station has matched personality. The Hollywood Studios one looks really nice and easy. The Caribbean Beach one matches the aesthetic, and then the Pop Century Art of Animation one is very colorful and playful. So definitely really cool to see this, and I think it's going to give you a really cool view, because these will be open for Ratatouille, and that's Ratatouille right there. So it'll give you a cool view of Ratatouille as you come in. It'll actually probably give you one of the best views of it as well. So definitely very cool to see. So I guess now, time to make the walk back to Hollywood Studios. It's gonna be a long one. So the only reason I only showed that one view of the Skyliner was because right on the other side of all that walls and everything is the security checkpoint for the International Gateway, because Epcot is the only one that has 2 entrances into the park. The main entrance, which they're working on quite a lot of work. Hopefully it looks just as good as the studio stuff does now. But also, right there is a security checkpoint, because every time you go into a Disney park, you have to go through security. So, big reason why I didn't go over and do that was because I didn't want to get yelled at. And also, I don't like doing that, because I feel a little awkward for going into places and like looking at security, because I don't want people thinking I'm trying to show something off. So, but as I've always said with the Skyliners is just another method of transportation. They'll still offer buses, they'll also offer these boats, mostly because they have the Swan, Dolphin, Yacht and Beach Club, and the boardwalk to use for the travel for these resorts, which are the Epcot resorts. So those are the resorts that will still use it. But I think if you're trying to get to Epcot from Hollywood Studios, I still think the gondola is going to be probably one of the cooler options, because you'll fly over a lot of traffic and you'll fly in the backside of Epcot. So definitely a cool thing. Tell you what though, definitely the weather has taken a very warm turn, because it is now very, very hot again. They actually even said next week, that our heat index is going to get back up to the hundreds like it had been. And I mean, it makes sense. We are about halfway through May. We're about to hit the summer season real hard. So it's going to get very, very warm. So if you come down to Florida, or you live in Florida or whatever, if you live anywhere that's hot, make sure you're drinking plenty of water. The first sign of dehydration usually is that you're thirsty. Me and Allie are always good. Even in cold days, we carry a lot of water with us. You should carry a bottle, and we usually get Powerade at some point. So, it also always matters what you drink the night before as well. If you come down and you drink a lot of soda the night before, you're going to be really dehydrated and you're going to get sick. Now, the good thing about Disney is, if you do feel sick and you do feel like you're going to be sick, if you're in one of the parks, all you do is go up to a customer and say you need some assistance, and they can actually call the Reedy Creek department, who is the same group who does all the the developments and stuff with Disney. Will come out and take a look at you for free, so to make sure that you're actually okay. So it's always one of the nice benefits of Disney. So you can see I'm almost back to Hollywood Studios. It took me about 25 minutes round trip to walk to there and back, so not too bad. Alright, now that I am back at Disney's Hollywood Studios, nothing really much more I want to see with the Skyliner. Saw the Unwrapped Hollywood Studios gondolas, and then walked all the way over to the Epcot station, and now walked all the way back. definitely got to see a decent amount of stuff, and we actually even got to see the Skyliner sign on top of the Hollywood Studios station. So really, really a lot going on. I'm really excited. Now, I don't think this will not open until probably, I think even late summer, early fall. But I have a feeling they may be trying to get this part open in time for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which makes sense, but there's been no official announcement. Disney's still saying fall 2019, so. But with all that being said, I do head out from a very hot but fun day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios Skyliner update. I will see y'all next time.